Wayuar ka,
Wayuar ka, malikat na at Kalinga. Kalinga's native language that often used by the tribes of Kalingas to greet people. Among the highlands of the Philippines' Grand Cordilleras, a people of great might and grim ferocity gradually became known for their neighbors as the Kalinga. The name of this place was not in any way cordial. Kalinga to the different tongues of the mountainous region had meant headhunter. This province is located in the Cordillera Administrative Region, in which most of the people speaks in their native language, which is Ilocano. Kalinga is also known for the prosperous lands, mountains, and preserved culture of indigenous groups or tribe. It also offers a lot of spots where you can relax and feel the presence and explore nature. As we go further, we would like to share you the insights, hidden gems of province of Kalinga. Mount Putukan, Mount Matingoy Dinayaw, and Mount Matingloy, also known as a Sleeping Beauty Mountain of Kalinga. These three mountains are called as such because the silhouette of the northern ridges resembles a sleeping woman. Bugnay Rice Terraces. A rice terraces located in Tinglayan, a small town in Kalinga. This rice terraces is a bit similar but smaller than the Banawi rice terraces in Ifugao. And next is the Palana Falls and Hot Spring. The majestic Palana Falls and Hot Spring is one of the unique attractions in the province of Kalinga because they are close together. You can enjoy the cold water in the falls and relax in the hot spring at the same time. Next one is the Bsoa Caves. Bsoa Caves is located in Balbalan, Kalinga.
The province of Kalinga have rich cultural tradition and expressions of music, tribal dance, and artisan work. Now we will show you some of their famous and preserved culture and arts. Ulalim and Bodong Festival. This festival is part of their culture. It aims to celebrate the history of Kalinga's pride of identity and their aspiration for the prosperity, unity, and progress of the province. Traditional Kalinga hand-top tattoo, or also known as the batok. It is a symbol of being strong and beautiful. It is also a sign of wealth and power. The Salidsid is the Kalinga traditional courtship dance, performed by a male and female. Salip and Chalitchog are traditional dance of Kalingas. The Salip is their traditional dance for wedding celebrations, and the Chalitchog is a stamping dance or the traditional dance of the rice terrace. The Kalasag and Ragragsakan, traditional tribe dance of Kalingas. The Kalasag tribal dance portrays the strength of Kalinga warriors protecting their community, and the Ragragsakan is a traditional dance performed by the maidens of Kalinga. This dance usually takes place during triumphant returns of headhunters or successful peace pacts between rival tribes in the early of days. In order to perform those traditional dances, the Kalinga also created their own instruments to produce music, the tungatong, bungkaka, and gangsa. The province of Kalinga is one of the many places in the Philippines where the practice of traditional backstrap loom weaving not only survived but thrives. The Kalinga weavers produce hand-woven fabrics for a variety of uses. Each pattern and color of the fabric of their traditional clothes have different symbols and meanings, and the designs are usually inspired from the elements in our environment. Here's a little trivia. Do you know that in Kalinga, weaving is not only reserved for women? Males also take a big part of weaving. As soon as the women are finished weaving a piece of fabric, the men step in and stitch the designs. The province of Kalinga is famous for their traditional culinary techniques, and one of that is cooking their food inside the bamboo tubes. They believe that cooking your food inside the bamboo is more delicious than usual cooking style because bamboo tubes will give an extra aroma and flavor to the food. This cooking style is also as linudag or sinabalu. The binungur, this dish is one of the delicacies of Kalinga. It is a dish made of seashells boiled in coconut milk along with the banana stalk. Inadilla is their version of palitaw, but unlike palitaw, inadilla is longer, thicker, and shaped like a tongue, and it comes with latik. and crushed nuts instead of grated coconut toppings. Chilokchok or native onions and green chilies topped with sesame seeds is an appetizer that pairs well with the milder flavors of grilled. The pinikpikang manok is prepared by heating a live chicken with a small stick again and again until it dies. The technique is to coagulate the blood inside the chicken. Then it's roasted over open fire and its feathers plucked by hand. Roasted until it turns a bit brown, or it can be cooked as adobo or tinola. These are how Ipugao's indigenous people of Kalinga preserve much of their centuries-long heritage, richest cultural tradition and expression of music, dance, and artisan work.
Kapiyan Kapaladyos. Let's venture the ethnic and enchanting beauty of Batanes.
There's nothing to see in this picturesque destination. This province has preserved its postcard perfect scenery, friendly culture, and a simple way of living due to its distance from the mainland Luzon and the rest of the town. The endless view of the ocean, the sprawling hills, the always smiling locals, the freshest seafood, and the peaceful vibe continuously intrigue and inspire travelers to explore this province. Batanes has a wealth of unspoiled beauty that once you've experienced, it will imprint in your memory. The province of Batanes is the home of the nationally acclaimed True Insulares, or simply called as Ivatan. The ancient Ivatan spoken language called Chirin Nu Ivatan, or Ivatan as well, like how they called the people who lives in this province. It is an Austronesian language spoken exclusively in Batanes Island, and it was characterized by the dominant use of the letter V, as in Valuga, Vakul, and Vanua. The Morong Beach. This is the most popular beach in Batanes with pristine and fine white sands, and has the most photographed large rock formation on the seaside called Nakabuang Art. The Itbayat Island, or the Philippines' last frontier, since it is the last island you'll find in the northernmost of our country. Itbayat is the largest of the islands that make up the province of Batanes, a place of majestic rolling hills where wild horses roam freely and racing across open fields. There are a lot of churches scattered in the province of Batanes, but one church that you shouldn't miss when you do go for a visit is the Mount Carmel Chapel, also known to locals as Tucon Church. Just like how their house was built, this church is also made out of stones and limes built by the artisan. Next stop is the Rakua Payaman. It's also one of the most visited and photographed spots in Batanes. It is affectionately called as Marlboro Hills in Mahatao. The hills are vast pasture land dotted with grazing cows, carabaos, and horses. It offers a perfect view of where land, sea, and sky meet in harmony. The Mount Iraya. This spot is the most significant landmark according to Ivatans. This active volcano offers a lot of exquisite adventure for hikers. Batanes has more than one lighthouse in their province. Those lighthouses, such as Vasco Lighthouse, Sabtang Lighthouse, and the Tayid Lighthouse, is also one of the tourist attractions in Batanes. Those are one of the few tourist attractions and must-visit places in Batanes. Now, let's move forward to their culture, arts, and cuisine.
The culture of Batanes vary and influenced by the environmental condition, unlike normal nipa huts that we are familiar with, and very common in every province in the Philippines. The Ivatans are very famous with their stone houses, made up of coral and limestone, designed to protect them against the hostile climate of Batanes. This creation has become part of their culture as well as they considered it as their famous artwork. The vakul and talugong are distinct Ivatan headgears, vakul for women, talugong for men. It is worn to protect the head from both the rain and the sun when they work in the field. It is made from the fiber of the vuyavuy or boyavoy palm, which keeps the inside cooler even under the sun. The Palu-Palo Festival is a cultural representation of the municipality of Basco Batanes, showcasing their ethnic group's rugged yet storied existence. It is an ethnic dance performed by the youth of Basco Batanes. The next one, Bagon Ayuyunu, a salted small fish or achabis. Next was uved, called tab-tab in Sabtang Island. Grated banana corn mixed with minced fish or ground pork and beef. They said that this cuisine of Batanes is a combo meal because of the recipe. Those are the culture, arts, and cuisines where Batanes is known for. Batanes is an enchanting, majestic place that is truly worth to visit. It is the place where you can relax, appreciate the nature, take a breath of fresh air, and rejuvenate as well as an escape from a tireless city. We hope that you fell from the ethereal beauty and enchanting environment and culture of our chosen places.